Welcome back to Ghetto Programming for video number 4. We on 4, baby. In the last video, video number 3, we added a if statement to our code, to extend the functionality of our current project. Today, we're going to look at debugging, because it's almost impossible to create working, functioning programs that are bug-free. Bugs will happen, I guarantee that. So I'm going to show everyone a beginner's way on how to step through your code, check values, evaluate strings, evaluate some of your controls on the page, stuff that you have defined in your code behind. That way you can find things that may not be seen by the naked eye as you're playing with your website or your program or anything. There's always that damn bug that you're like, ah, what is causing this? It's driving me crazy. Fuck this. Excuse my language, but it really makes you feel that way. I know I do. A lot of times when I can't discover a bug that that's been haunting me for over an hour, sometimes longer than that. Sometimes bugs can take days. So anyway, we're gonna move forward. And I guess I'm going to introduce you guys to the breakpoint. What is the breakpoint? A breakpoint is this red dot right here. Bam! Now, what does this do? Okay? The main thing that it does is that when this code tries to get fired by, the website or the program, it will pause. It will pause exactly where I have this breakpoint at. And what it'll allow me to do is to step through my code sequentially to, find out what's going on, and I get to look at all the details of everything as it's rolling out in the program. So, as you already know, we have the label, the text box, and the button on the page, and if we type in bye, it will hide everything and say goodbye YouTube, else it'll just show the text that we type in that is not by. So now I'm going to fire this breakpoint and show you guys what I mean by stepping through code. Okay. All right. Here's our site. I'm going to type in something. I'm gonna literally type in something and click this button. Now what just happened is that Visual Studio came to the front and said, hey, you had a breakpoint. This is where I'm at. And now I can move along in debugging my code. So I typed in the word something into the text words text box. So if I hover my mouse over text, as you see, it says something. It shows me that text words.text has the value of something. And you can also click this magnifying glass just in case if you typed in something very long, like let's say a paragraph. You can evaluate the entire value of the string or the text box or what have you. All right. So since I didn't type in bye, it should skip over this and go to this else statement, right? So if you hit F10, bam. You see it skipped over the code. It did not execute. Otherwise, it would have highlighted yellow going through it. And now it's about to go to label hello world equals text words.text. Right now, label hello world does not have anything, but text words does. Once it passes this, I'm going to hit F10 again. Bam. I'm going to go back to label hello world text. And now you can see that it now has the value of something, which basically explains or, shows you that this equals this. Okay, move forward. Once it's done, bam, the page comes back up and it shows something. So now if I type in that magic string bye and click the button, here we go again. I'm going to F10 through this code again. You see text words.text equals bye. It meets this. It equals bye. So it's going to come down and enter the I can't speak right now. Please forgive me. And it's going to go into this code here, and as you can see, it's going to say false for the button hello for visible, false for the visibility of text words, and goodbye YouTube. and it should skip completely over the else, and it did. So now when Internet Explorer comes back up, it says goodbye YouTube. And that's pretty much debugging. It can get much more complicated than that, but that's a very high level example. And as you're coding your stuff and testing your things out, you will quickly discover that. I say one of the best ways, if you don't have a big project at hand, is possibly download an example open source project and get it running, breakpoint through that, and you will quickly see what I'm talking about. Things can get very sticky when you're debugging stuff, especially when you get to loops and lambda expressions, all kinds of things of that sort. But the main thing is that you can step through your code and you can quickly identify a problem, and hopefully get it sorted out and fixed by using the debugger instead of just hammering away code and removing things and adding things and just trying things out blindly. That's what we have the debugger for, and that's debugging. This is video number 4. Thank you for tuning in. Please subscribe, and see you guys next time.